Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons. Here we have today a Mazda 6 2 litre. This is the Sport Nav model, presented in deep crystal blue with the black leather interior. Now, as I walk around the vehicle, let me just tell you a little bit about it. Now, this was actually my service manager's company car for about 9 months of its life, and then we sold it to a long-standing customer of ours who's been very happy with it. He's very happy with the brand, the dealership, and he's got a new addition to the family, and his wife wants to start driving and she wants an SUV. So we've got very popular SUV model range, so they went away with a CX-5, and we're delighted to take this in part exchange. Now, this is covered I think it's just under 43,000 miles. It's in really lovely condition, and please do study the photos. Now, since I took the initial photos, I've had the wheels refurbished, and I'm not talking about like a smart repair, not that there's anything wrong with that, but the wheels have been taken away, tyres off, dipped in, they dip them in acid, powder coat them, and finish them off here, so they are absolutely pristine. So the new owner is going to be weary of those curbs. There you go. All right, absolutely spotless. Now, the car we will put the car through the workshop. It's due to go in, I think Monday or Tuesday, and we'll do a full 101 point check. Anything that requires doing shall be done. But looking around the vehicle, there is nothing obvious. I've had the car cleaned. There's no sort of obvious marks or dent. I'm sure there's something that needs touching in somewhere, which we shall do, but there's nothing too obvious at all. Now, these cars have got enormous boots, so unless you need a really big opening or you want to carry your dog in the back of the car, I would say that boot is bigger for anyone's sort of lifestyle, unless, as I say, you want to carry around quite large items, etc. I personally like a booted car. I just like the shape, but unfortunately the Mazda 6 is soon to be discontinued in the UK anyway, because people like our SUV range that much. Mazda can't justify bringing these in, but I really think this is probably one of the best, if not the best car in the range. Now, this car has the SKYACTIV technology, so it's incredibly frugal, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I always used to run these as company cars when I was on the company car scheme. I found them, they could eat up the miles well, and they were very economical, which was important to me. I was getting sort of well into the 40 mile to the gallon, and this is a 4-cylinder 2 litre engine, and that's unusual because a lot of manufacturers have gone small engine turbo. So you've got, good drivability being 4-cylinder and 2 litre, but fuel consumption of a much smaller car. Now, you've got an enormous cabin, I would say, and look how generous the room is for the back seats, especially look at the sort of width of the back seats. These are all in really good condition. You've got an armrest there, the drinks holders, the rear vents, privacy glass in the back. You've got keyless entry, electric windows, mirrors. You've got the Bose premium sound system. You've got electric seats up front, and you've got memory for the driver. The driver's seat, you can also program your key fobs to driver 1 and driver 2, so when you approach the car and open up the car using whichever fob, it will adjust to that setting. Now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you've got an 8-way adjustable seat plus lumbar for the driver. Okay. Now, these are the facelifted cars. So you had, I think it was about 2015, you had a facelift. So you got an upgraded sat-nav, you got a finger brake or electronic handbrake. The cabin's a lot plusher, the car's quieter, it's more refined. There was some revisions made to door seals and suspension, so a much more refined vehicle. Right, let's hop inside. Now, I'm going to shut the door and start the car up. So, 2 keys with the car, put your foot on the clutch, press start, and she fires into life. Now, here's the mileage here, 42,982 miles. And whilst we're talking mileage, let me share the service history with you. So here we are, look, so, PDI at 1 mile, all right. Then first service, a year later at 11,420. That's, I believe that's when we sold it to our customer here. Serviced at 31,370 and serviced at 36,835, so that was in April. During the COVID year, a lot of our customers have got a gap here in 2020 because this car was registered in April. I think we were shut then due to lockdown, but it's been done on the mileage. But we'll do the next service, so the 4th year service, and anything that requires doing shall be done. Oh, sorry, I've got that fan on sort of full speed. You have a steering column that goes up, down, in and out. You've got automatic lights. You've got, automatic lights, automatic wipers. And the lights are LED lights. The earlier cars had xenon lights. Yeah. These are brighter, I would say, more sort of accurate. They're quicker, if that makes any sense. So if you were to flash your lights, they do light up quicker. Okay. Now, you probably see this little light here that's blue. That doesn't mean there's a problem. On these cars, there's no temperature gauge. So when the car's cold, that will be blue. When it gets to operating temperature, that will go out. And if the car was to overheat, it would go red. I've never actually seen that happen on a car. But that's what that is there. Because we've had some people say, oh, it's got a coolant light on. Is it low on coolant? Now, by the time I've done this video, that will go out, and I'll show you. Okay. Oh, look at that there. Look. So over 4,745 miles, this car has accomplished 40.6 mpg, right? So, which is extremely good. If you were to buy, I don't know, a Skoda, an Audi with these 1.4 or 1.2 TFSI engines, you won't get anything better than that, and you'll be driving a sort of 3-cylinder 1200cc car. So I think that's a really, really good thing. Okay, steering wheel's in lovely condition, and it's heated. You've got 3-stage heated seats. You've got dual zone climate control, 6-speed gearbox, auto handbrake. This is the multimedia commander that operates this here. This is touchscreen, but only when the car is stationary. All right, so I always say get used to using this here. Now, if you're a techie person, you can have, or not necessarily a techie person, but you enjoy your smartphone, you can have an upgrade here to have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We can fit that before you collect or have the car delivered. It'll cost you £300. That includes VAT and fitting. Okay, then you can, use the apps of your choice. You could use the navigation apps of your choice, but the car still does have the Mazda MZD sat-nav program here, which is fantastic. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know what I'm about to say. Is that I've used this to actually travel to the natural border of Poland, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic, which is the Tatra Mountains, and it was absolutely fine. So I cannot tell you how great. I would be completely lost without this sat-nav system. Okay, now the car has various entertainment features. Now look, you can listen to Talk Sport on DAB. So if you're a sporty person or like to follow sports, you can listen to Talk Sport with digital quality. I could never understand how people could listen to it on AM or medium wave. But if you don't already know, with DAB you get quite a vast selection of channels, all sorts of genres, from all around the world. So I'm sure there's something on there that you can find. And I don't know why I did that, but I've gone to update all the channels. I'll have to let that update. So let's let that update, and we'll come back to it. You've also got FM AM. You've got some internet channels, Aha and Stitcher. I've never ever used them. You can stream from your phone, and you've got 2 USBs that live here okay, which can charge and read data. Okay, let's go back to that DAB. Let's see if it's updated. Has it updated? No, it's still updating. We'll go back to that. That's just updating all the channels that are in this area. Communication. So once the phone is connected, you can access your call lists, missed call, dial calls, and if you have an Android phone, it will notify you and give you the option to have the text message read to you, which when this first came out was very amusing to my friends. Now, find address, town or postcode, put the postcode in, and off you go. Dead easy. Always remember, make sure you put the space in the postcode, otherwise you'll come into difficulties. It's also got a rather good feature which I think is incredibly topical, because it allows me to search for you know, restaurants, parking, medical, but usually I'm looking for a fuel station. Yeah, a fuel station. Yeah. So look here, fuel station. Let's have a look. So let's search round here. Merco. It's actually called Texaco now. It doesn't know which company it is, but they're all part of MFG. It'll tell you the direction and the distance. Now, if you set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so the car is in effect connected to the internet, you also get fuel prices. Not all the time, but you do. Now, the reason I find that very helpful is I see a disparity of like 10-15p a litre on fuel, so that's really important to me. And finding somewhere to eat as well when I'm in an unknown area. Right, so we've done the nav. Now let's go into the settings. So you have a heads-up display, which will display your speed, your basic sat-nav settings, your warnings and stuff. So you can change bits and pieces in there, okay? And that will set to your seat setting. You can change the brightness, etc., etc. Display, you've got display settings there. Turn that off. Safety, the car has smart city braking, so it will apply the brakes when you're doing under 20 miles an hour. So I'll give you a scenario. You're in traffic, stop, start, stop, start. It's a hot day, you're sort of dozing off, you're looking out the window to entertain yourself, and so you get distracted, your car's rolling along, the car in front stops, you don't realise this. If your car gets too close, providing there's no driver input, so you're not turning, accelerating, braking, the car will apply its brakes. Now, the great thing about this is, A, it could, you know, help you prevent having a collision, but it's also recognised by insurers, so it lowers the insurance grouping, and that should reflect in your premium. Now, the reason for that is apparently a lot of accidents happen at low speed, under 20 miles an hour. Okay, right, you've got parking sensors front, rear, and a camera. Okay, sound system, it's Bose, just come and try it out, it's excellent. Okay, and you've got a GPS sync clock, so you never have to change that the clock in your car. I always have to relearn how to do it in older cars. Always found it a real difficulty, I don't know why, but this is GPS sync, so very accurate. I think it's lined up to 11 satellites. Okay, right, now there's a few things I want to talk about. Part exchange is extremely welcome here at T.W White Sons. We want your part exchange. You'll get the best deal with your part exchange. I know there's a lot of hype out there about getting better deals, selling your car online, etc., etc. Please do punch your reg number in. You know, carry out that exercise and get in touch with us. We want your part exchange. Okay, you'll get the best deal with your part exchange, and it doesn't matter if it's not a Mazda. We love anything on two wheels, and it makes my job very easy, a lot more interesting, let's say, when I'm videoing cars, because I don't have to just do Mazdas all the time, and I can learn about all the other cars. So do check out our website. You'll see that we have many other cars as a part of our used car offering. Okay, so that's part exchange. We got great finance facilities. The car will come with a year's Mazda ZZ Plus used car warranty, which is not, please do not confuse this with a 3-month sort of basic warranty with a £250 claim limit. This is a comprehensive warranty. It's the follow-on from the Mazda new car warranty, and it also has roadside assistance. for a year. It's European cover, and it is home start. You know, it will cover you, all your passengers. It will cover you for car hire, etc., etc. So a very, very comprehensive warranty. So you get that for a year, okay? But we have warranty extension facilities. Just please do inquire with us. All right. Now, if you want any more, if you want any specific photos, videos, please don't hesitate to ask. If there's any further info on this car that I haven't covered or anything whatsoever, just get in touch. And should it be outside our regular business hours, don't let that stop you inquiring. We will respond to your inquiry. You can even give us a call and leave a voicemail, or just drop us an email and we'll come back to you as soon as possible. Okay. We've got a delivery service. Yeah, if you're out the 100-mile radius, just speak to me. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, this is a lovely car, and yeah, it's definitely worth a look in. Now, if you've not dealt with us before, please check out our reviews. We're very proud of them. It'll give you an idea of what sort of people you're doing business with. So, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and we look forward to hearing from you. Bye bye.